So today we're going to work on evaluating expressions by using the standard algorithm to solve problems. So if you take a look at your guys' solve and share on page 291, the first problem that we're going to take a look at is Mr. Brown wants to use the formula S equals D divided by T to find the average speed S on a business trip. He knows that the distance he traveled and T is the number of hours he drove. If he drove 504 miles in 8 hours, what is his average speed? So again, when we are using formula, all we need to do is we need to substitute for the values that are known and then solve. So we're solving for speed. So we don't know what S is, but we do know the distance that he traveled. So he traveled 504 miles. So I'm going to have S is equal to 504 miles divided by T, which was equal to 8. Because D equal distance, T equal time, and then S stands for speed. So I'm going to solve for S. And to solve for S, I'm going to divide 504 by 8. So 8's going to go into 50. 8 goes into 56 times. So 8 times 6 is going to be 48. I'm going to subtract. I have 2 left over. I bring down the 4. 8 goes into 24 3 times. So 8 times 3 is 24. I subtract. I have 0 left over. So S is going to be equal to 63. So his speed, or S, was equal to 63 miles per hour. So because it asked for speed, speed is going to be miles per hour. I know that it's miles because it said he drove 504 miles in 8 hours, which is how I got 63 miles per hour. So that's how I use substitution to find for the value. So they told me what the value for D was, they told me what the value for T was, and I use that to divide to find out what the value for S was. Okay, so go ahead and move into your next page. So the problem that we have for here is we have Julie's family took a 4-day trip. They recorded the miles driven and the gallons of gasoline that brought each day on the table. Julie's mother wrote an equation to calculate their gas mileage, M, in miles per gallon. Let D equal the number of total miles on the 4-day trip. Let G equal the total number of gallons used for the trip. So M is going to stand for the total number of, or their gas mileage, and D is going to be the total number of miles driven. G is going to be the total number of gallons used. And so we're going to identify the values that we're going to use. So for D, what I have to find distance, so D is going to be equal to my number of miles driven, so it's my distance, and I drove 476 miles the first day, 439 miles the second day, I drove 382 miles the third day. And then on the fourth day, Julie's family drove 263 miles for a total of 1,560. Okay, so first I had to find the total value for D. So the total value for D, or for distance, was 1,560. Now I'm going to find the value for G. So how many gallons of gas that they bought. So on the first day, there were 15 gallons of gas that was bought. On the second day, there was 13 and a half gallons bought. On the third day, there was 15 and 4/10 of a gallon bought. And on the last day, there was 16 and 1/10 gallon of gasoline bought for a total of 60 gallons. So I'm going to take these two values. I'm going to take the 1,560 and the 60, and I'm going to substitute them into this formula. So I'm solving for M, but they told me what D and G equals to. So I'm going to rewrite this equation to where M equals 1,560 divided by 60. Now I'm going to solve for this by dividing. I'm going to put this into the division piece so I can go ahead and I can solve. So I'm going to divide by 60. So 60 is going to go into 156 twice, and that's going to be 120. I'm going to subtract. I have 36 left over. I'm going to bring down my 0, and then I'm going to use my multiple of 10 rule to take off the zeros. 60 is going to go into 36 6 times. I get 360. I subtract. I get 0. So the total number of miles per gallon, their gas mileage, is going to be 26 miles per gallon, so mpg. And this is something that is really relevant. Prior to cars actually calculating the miles per gallon, this was a set formula that you use to calculate gas mileage. And so this was something that as a teenager, I would go and I would calculate my gas mileage for every tank of gas to see how far I was driving on a tank of gas. Okay. All right, we're going to head down to the convince me. So we're going to look a little bit different now. We're not going to be substituting in for an equation. We're going to be substituting in for an expression and solving. So on the convince me, it says evaluate the expression 3 plus 12a divided by 4, where a is going to be equal to 10. And so if you recall in topic 1, what you do when you have a variable that you're substituting for the variable that you have in an expression, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to substitute. So I'm going to rewrite this as 3 plus, this is multiplication, so 12 times 10 divided by 4. So I just went ahead and put it in parentheses. I probably shouldn't have, so I'm going to go ahead and take it out. I think I was like, oh, well, it's order operations, but order operations, I didn't have parentheses there, so I'm going to keep using them. So the first thing I'm going to do, if you guys recall, is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use PEMDAS. I'm going to use parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, left to right, addition, subtraction, left to right, whichever occurs first. So as I go down, I don't have parentheses. I don't have exponents. I do have multiplication and division. Multiplication occurs first. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do that. So I'm going to rewrite my expression. So I have 3 plus 120 divided by 4. The next thing I have in order of operations, I don't have any more multiplication, so I'm going to do division. I do have division. I have 120 divided by 4. So now I have 3 added to 120 divided by 4 is going to be 30. And then my last step is going to be to add. So 30 plus 3 equals 33. Okay. Another way that I can represent multiplication here, just so you guys can recall, is I can put it in parentheses here and do 12 times 10. All right. We take a look at your guided practice on page 293. Number 1 says, why is it important to use the order of operations to evaluate algebraic expressions? So again, if you remember that if we don't use order of operations, the answer is going to be wrong. So we need to make sure that we use order of operations. Number 2 says, in the problem on the previous page, suppose you were given the gas mileage and the total gallons of gas used. How could you find the total number of miles driven? So if we go back to that, we have M equals D divided by G. And what they said was they gave us M and they gave us G. So how we would find D is I would actually multiply the miles per gallon, or M, by total number of gallons of gas, by total gallons of gas. That's how I would substitute and solve. So I would rewrite this equation to where it would be D equals M times G. And then that would tell me what the distance would be for that. So 3 through 6, we're using substitution for each value. So the first one that I have is I have z divided by 4, where z is going to be equal to 824. So again, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to simplify this problem. So I'm going to rewrite it to where I do 824, and I'm going to divide it by 4. 4 is going to go into 82 20 times. 4 times 20 is going to be 80. I'm going to subtract. I have 2 left over. Bring down my 4. 4 goes into 24 6 times. 6 times 4 is 24. I'm going to subtract. So my expression for z divided by 4 is going to be 206. Okay, if we take a look at my next expression I'm going to be evaluating is I have 6t divided by 9 subtract 22, where t is equal to 60. So the first step that I'm going to do is I'm going to substitute 60 in for t. So I'm going to do 6 times 60 divided by 9 subtract 22. So order of operations, I do parentheses first. I don't have anything inside of parentheses. Exponents, I don't have exponents. Multiplication, division, left to right. I have both multiplication and division, but I'm going to start with multiplication because it occurs first. It's on the left. So 6 times 60 is going to be 360. And I'm going to divide that by 9 and subtract 22. Again, every time I do this, I write out the steps for order of operations. If I don't write out the steps for order of operations, it's very likely that I'm going to make a mistake. This is also modeling your thinking. That's what good mathematicians do. They model your thinking. So quit trying to do these in your head and show your steps for every single line that you do as we simplify our expressions. So I'm going to do 360 divided by 9. Use that multiple of 10 rule. It's going to become 36 divided by 9, which is going to be 4. Put that 0 back on. It becomes 40. 40 subtract 22. 40 subtract 22 is going to be 18. All right. If we take a look at our next one, we have 44 added to 2,640 divided by x, where x is equal to 12. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. Go ahead and I'm going to substitute in. So I'm going to do 44 plus 2,640 divided by 12. I don't know what 2,640 is divided by 12. I'm not even going to attempt it mentally. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this work off to the side. So I have 2,640. 12 goes into 26 twice. That's 24. I'm going to subtract. I have 2. I bring down the 4. 12 goes into 24 twice. I get 24. Subtract. I'm not done. I need to make sure I bring down that 0. 12 goes into 0 times. So my new expression is going to be 44 plus 220, which is then going to be 264 is my expression once I've simplified it. All right, the last expression that we're going to do is 62,450, and I'm going to divide that by 50, subtract 3w, where w equals 5. Go ahead and substitute in. So 62,450 divided by 50, subtract 3 times 5. Order of operations says I do multiplication first, so I'm going to just do it in different colors so it's easier to see. And I'm just going to do it off to the side. I know I'm doing it underneath, but pretend it's off to the side because my board is only so big. 50 goes into 62 one time. That's 50. I'm going to subtract. I have 12 left over. I bring down the 4. 50 goes into 124 twice. That's 100. I'm going to subtract. I have 24 left over. I bring down the 5. 50 goes into 245. It's going to go in there 4 times. That's 200. I'm going to subtract. I have 450 because I brought down that 0. 50 goes into 450 9 times. So I have 1,249 subtract 3 times 5.